say why.
He said, how come those guys
Finished it before.
It's still a question now.
You see, last night kind of was intense, yes. It was intense from let's just put it out that from 7 p.m. it was intense till the midnight. And I really hope that most of the tension has been released because it's crazy. So, of course, y'all remember that last night was the live eviction. Ebuka was looking paying. And, of course, we had the housemates drop from 28 to 26 as a pair was evicted. That is the Tammy pair. Now, for those who don't remember or who do not recall, Damilola and Toyosi were evicted last night after they were in the bottom 4 by the votes of the viewers at home. Aside that, we noticed how the radicals, Mickey and Femi David, were saved from eviction by the veto power of save only giving to the custodians, that is Indine, Chinne and her niece Ne. Now, aside that, we then noticed that the housemates had to vote. They had to, connive in quotes. And it was said that would be posted on social media. Yeah, true. I'm supposed to check that, right? The housemates had to vote against one person, one pair that they feel or want to get to leave the competition. Unfortunately, it was Tammy. And of course, Toyosi said she feels it's because Damilola had issues with a number of the housemates. And now it was time for them to pay back.
Tammy.
We pick Tammy.
And then we saw a very simple, straightforward, yet complicated custodian challenge, which in a work of luck and victory of whatever it is, we saw the streets win that particular challenge now by a short, slim chance against the likes of Double K and the likes of Aces. I think Aces are Tjay and Beta, Tjay and Ben. But then that was the start of their trouble. That was the start of their fight, which I think is still lingering. So now, for those of you who didn't get to see the custodian challenge, right? Big Brother had a system where they were opposite sides to the game, and one part of the pair would be capturing a certain components of a setup. That would be a washer, a screw and stuff like that. It's like a nut, a screw, something, and they needed to set it up in such a way that by the time they were done, it would become a whole instrument all at once. So, of course, one pair is supposed to be using a magnetic rod or a rod to pick out the components. A certain washer is supposed to go into one end of the whole instrument after a green casing has been put in, and then the other washer goes in through the other end. When they were done, obviously, we saw that Strees won, and we saw Kelly Ray following closely, and then we also saw that Ben followed closely. But then, one major thing that was an issue is that people were having issues with knowing what to put first and where each washer goes into. And that was how Ben and his pair, Tjay, his partner Tjay, had an issue. Now, when they were done, everybody, of course, being frantic, knowing that everybody really wanted the custodian challenge, seeing that it gives immunity for the week, guaranteeing an extra week in Big Brother's house. Seeing that they failed, Tjay had to go to Ben to ask, in quotes, according to him, he went to ask Ben what had happened. Why did he lose? Because they understood the game and they were one of the fastest. And then the manner in which he asked was quite somehow, especially when somebody is on edge. Now, Tjay went to Ben and was like, why those people go first, you win? Or how those people take first, you win? Now, maybe he was asking nicely to, know what happened, what was the mistake, but the manner of approach was totally wrong. Because according to Ben, how would he just come and tell me why you let those people face you? As though he didn't do anything, as though he was the last person, as though he was slow, as though he was not intentional about the game. And that caused them serious issues because Ben left where he was and went to go to the garden where Onyeka was keeping him company and calming him down. And even when Tjay had explained what had happened to Mickey and went to go and meet Ben to try and talk to him, Ben was like, please fucking get out of my presence. I don't want to speak to you. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to see you, Tjay. And it was crazy. Initially, I thought they were having issues with another pair, but it seems that issue is within them. And I think Tjay should find a better way or a good time to go and apologize to Ben, knowing that Ben tried his best. It was just not for them yesterday. So you making your partner feel bad for you guys losing, knowing that you were not the only pair that actually lost, you were like amongst the top 3 fastest people, is not cool at all. Now, of course, that particular conversation saying that Tjay was moody, Ben was angry, and Tjay was trying to talk to some people about what had happened. It led to a night of both of them at different times and different locations explaining their own side of the story to different amounts of the housemates. And at a point, we noticed how what's his name? One of them, by the way, twins, was coming down, Ben, telling him, I think it was even Sean, telling him that things like this happen. He should just calm down. Maybe his partner, his pair did not even, really mean it like that. But of course, Ben was obviously pissed off, and I understand it. I really do understand it. It's just for them to settle, because if they do not, the time in Big Brother's house will be shortened, because at a point we heard what's his name, Ben was actually threatening. I wouldn't say threatening, really. He had said he was even tired of the game, that he just wants to go home. At this point, he doesn't want to do anymore, all because of a custodian challenge, a custodian game. And I don't want to make it look trivial, because a person would only come off and talk like this when they were deeply hurt or disappointed by what another person has done. And in this case, Tjay, you've been a very good guy in Big Brother's house, but this one, no, you don't do well. You don't do well. You need to find a way to fix it with your pair, with your partner, or else if he leaves, there might be an automatic leave for you. There might be. And I'm thinking the Big Brother team would have considered things like this. If one pair decides to leave, or if one pair falters in a rule that both persons in the pair gets to go home. However, I hope this does not escalate. Anyways, guys, the Fave locking is back on Big Brother screen. So before 12 noon or by 12 noon, you should be able to lock in your favorite pair based on who gets to win the custodian challenge or the custodian immunity. I've forgotten how they put it, every week. So it's not the one that you get to win the 1 million naira from just doing one guess of who wins per season. This particular time, it is multiple weeks of guessing and predicting right. So good luck to y'all. I'll see you on the next one.